I'm here. I'm here with Homa Taraji, who has brought the Iranian contemporary art to Santa Monica, and I believe she has brought it to the Bergamot Station in Santa Monica.
Yes, Bergamot Station is the Center for Contemporary Art that has like maybe 20 contemporary art galleries all around this area.
Fantastic. My first question is, what are you trying to accomplish by bringing the work of contemporary Iranian artists to an American audience?
The purpose for me to bring the contemporary Iranian art to America is that I have been looking at the artwork around this country and elsewhere in the world, and I always felt that the Iranian artists have not gained the recognition they deserve in the art world, in the art scene, international art scene. And their work is very powerful, very rich, very skillful. However, they have not had the audience that they deserve. That's what I want to make sure they get that visibility here.
And what is it different about the Iranian artists? What do you feel is unique about this group of artists, about contemporary Iranian art?
What I think is special about contemporary Iranian artists is that at this stage of time, if you will, they are working under a lot of restrictions, social, economical, and political restrictions. Therefore, their work is a means by which they express their ideas, their feelings about those restrictions, if you will. And what is unique about this particular group, I try to bring those artists who already have recognition in Iran and somewhat internationally, and some that are younger and still have not gained that kind of recognition. So basically, it's a cross-section of the Iranian artists today who work and live in Iran today. That is also another key point, that these artists live in Iran and work in Iran.
Good. Cut? You okay so far? So, Homa, what do you want Americans to take away from this exhibition?
What I like Americans to take away from this exhibition is that these artists are very talented and they are at the caliber, international caliber. Their work is very strong, very powerful, and I want them to just see that and be able to recognize and provide the recognition these artists deserve to them. So I like for Americans to see how wonderful Iranian artists are. Another point I like Americans to take about from this exhibition is that in spite of the differences between our governments, people and artists are all the same all around the world. There is no difference, there is no battle, there is no fight between people, ever. And that's why I want them to just see that, that these artists are just as good as any artists that they have seen. So people are people.
Can you tell me who did this painting, and what is the name of the artist here?
The name of the artist is Hossein Khosrojerdi. He has this very unique technique where he creates these characters that if you look at them, he actually wraps himself with a piece of cloth, if you will, and covers his body with mud, and to create a person of no identity, which could be a man, could be a woman, could be Iranian, could be from anywhere. So this is just man, if you will, a person. And he designs these settings that with his purpose, he wants to give a message, right? And then he takes photographs of himself in various positions, and then he enters it into the computer, and this becomes a digital print, if you will. He adds background paintings from his work, because he's a painter in reality. And then he creates these digital prints and expresses his notions. For example, here you see some maybe hieroglyph writings on the background, and a person who is covering the ears, eyes, and so it is just shows some kind of a historical, which is our background. We are a very historical country, and a man who expresses his feelings through these images here.
How much a painting like this will cost here?
His work is internationally sold at Christie's auctions. He was at the Venice Biennale, and his work, this particular piece is about 9,000, and the other one is about 8,000. But again, his resume is very strong. He's a very strong artist. So some of these artists, as I said, have been now internationally recognized due to the auctions that the Christie's auction house and other auction houses held since 2006. These artists got a lot of recognition, and their work was very popular. And that's why they're now beginning to get the recognition they want. So that's why their work is are more expensive. This is Ahmad Morshedlu. As you see, he does this with pen on cardboard. So all of this is, if you look closely, are small stroke of pen on cardboard, and he primarily depict artists, people who kind of waiting, and they are a little bit desolate, or a little bit, if you will, disillusioned, and they're just waiting.
Do you feel that this exhibition can help to bridge the growing gap between Iran and the US? In what way can art foster a greater understanding between these two cultures?
I think this exhibition, as I mentioned before, can demonstrate to the American audience that, again, in spite of the rhetorics and the differences of opinion between the governments, people can stay together, can be together, can exchange art, can exchange various cultural phenomena, and people are people. That's my message. That's what I think I like people to take away from here.
And can you tell us briefly a little bit about your life and what motivated you? You might have mentioned,
sure,
what motivated you really to focus on the Iranian art, and what is the obviously you're working for a non-profit. Your organization is a non-profit organization.
Right.
A little bit briefly about your organization, please.
My background by education and by experience is in the field of engineering, satellite communication, and aerospace. But I have always had this love for art, and always felt I have to do something with my life that contributes to this love that I have for art. So all my life, although I've been working in engineering field, I've been looking and looking and looking at the art all around the world. And so I developed, an appreciation and eye for good art. And about 8 years ago, I decided, I really need to do something that's more related to art than just stay an engineer for the rest of my life. So I started organizing exhibitions of Iranian artists. Since 2002, through 2006, I organized 5 exhibitions of contemporary Iranian artists around America, in Boston, in Houston, New York, and Los Angeles. And then I kind of went back to my engineering work for a few years, and now I am again trying to bring exhibitions. And at that time, 4 years ago, we established a non-profit organization, American Foundation for Contemporary Iranian Art, to support the artists, because my experience encountering artists, going to their homes, to their workshops in Iran, was that they do not have access to outside Iran very easily. They cannot show their work outside Iran. So maybe this organization, one of the goals of this organization is to provide a means by which these artists can show their work outside Iran. So we can hold exhibitions for them. We even possibly provide some educational opportunities for them and get them recognition.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Howard, together.
Okay.
And I put this one here. This could be used for B-roll type of thing. So, like, if you're just explaining to me. So.
Okay, this is Shahriyar Ahmadi. He's one of the established artists. He's been showing and exhibiting for many years, and just recently I want to explain to you that there has been a turning point in the life of Iranian artists. Up until 2006, nobody in the world knew about them much. Iranian Tehran Museum of Contemporary Art in Tehran, during the presidency of Khatami, had opened door to the artists. So they helped them hold exhibitions outside Iran in various countries. But and this was under the direction of Dr. Alireza Sami-Azar. He was the director of the Tehran Museum, and he really helped artists. But since he left the museum in 2005, artists did not get much help from the government in exhibiting their work outside Iran. However, one thing that happened is Dr. Sami-Azar at that time became a consultant to the Christie's auction house, and the first Christie's auction of the work of Iranian artists and Middle Eastern contemporary art was held in 2006 in Dubai, and it was just a phenomenal reception of this work. And all of a sudden, the work of Iranian artists lifted to an international scene and got the international recognition. And since then, every year, twice a year, Christie's holds these auctions in Dubai. In 2008, the reception for contemporary Iranian artists was phenomenal. They sold a piece of Parviz Tanavoli's statue for $2.5 million. It was a record, all-time record for these auctions. There were work by Mohammad Ehsai for a painting this size for $1.5 million. $1,500,000. And the work of Hossein Zendarudi. So all of a sudden, and some of these artists like Golnaz Fathi, Hossein Khosrojerdi were in those auctions. So these auctions has helped Iranian artists find their place internationally. And that's why it is a good time to come back and try to create the same recognition and market in America. They don't have that recognition in the US, but we like to help the American audience to get into that.
Homa, could you tell me what it says here in Farsi? I mean, I know that some of it is...
These artists who use calligraphy in their work sometimes do that without the intention of the audience being able to read and recognize the meaning. They leave it kind of up to you. In this particular one, I can read this better because it says, مثل خود طلا کنی به کیمیای عشق, means you can improve yourself, turn yourself from copper to gold through love. But primarily, usually they don't want the audience to be able to read this. They want them to kind of leave them hanging. And like that, Golnaz Fathi is also a calligrapher. And the beauty of calligraphy and mixing it with these images and composition of these work is it both has the Iranian feeling to it. At the same time, those letters emphasizes that kind of Persian literature and culture.
Very good. Would you like to add anything to?
I'd like to thank you for coming and having this documentary made, because I think it's very meaningful for our artists to know that someone cares about them, and I just wish you luck in what you're doing, and I think I'm very proud of these artists and like to continue doing this.
Fantastic. And tonight I heard that the mayor of Beverly Hills is coming.
Yes, he's an Iranian person. He was elected 4 years ago.
And his name is?
Jimmy Delshad.
Jimmy Delshad,
yes, he's
very
supposed
nice.
to come here and say a few words about Iranian community here in Los Angeles, which is a big community.
Absolutely. Thank you very much
You're
again.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thank you, Howard.
Good. Merci.
مرسی
دنیا
خیلی
ممنون.
ممنون خیلی خوب قربان شما
Love you.
لطف
مرسی.
کردین خیلی
قربونت برم.
متشکرم
Can
Yes.
I get one more shot of you folks just walking around?
Just walking.
یعنی میخوان از این ور بریم به طرف
اوکی از این
این.
ور بریم. Hey how are
Hi
you?
there.
Good to see
Yeah,
you.
that's normal. That's good. Good.
Any idea where the bar opener is?
Oh, at my home. Let me call Ali to bring it. Scheiße, he took it last
Will he
night.
be here soon?
I have to, hold on. Excuse me a second.
Sure. Just excuse her.
Or I have somebody else bring it. Oh,
Can I
I'm so
ask
sorry.
you a question for the kids? Is that okay to be on the camera? Is that okay with you folks? Huh? Yeah, yeah. Hello. How are you? Hello. And hello. Okay. So, what do you see here? These are. Have you heard of Iran? Iranian
خوبی آقا.
artists,
خوش
Iranian
اومدی. مرسی که
culture,
اومدی.
or is this the first time you're exposed to the Iranian contemporary art?
First time.
First time? What do you think about these paintings?
It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah? Why is it cool?
Because it's like all mashed up.
It's all mashed up? Very good, very good. Which one is your favorite?
های علی جون عزیزم این در بازکن
Yeah,
اینا
yeah.
رو ما دیشب بردیم خونه روی کانتر اگه ممکنه بیار حتما قربون تو مرسی
This one and that one? Okay,
Sina
this
John.
one and that one. What about you?
های پسر
That one?
This is
Very good. Thank you.
James Gray Gallery.
Right.
Thank you.
He's going
Oh, it is when as you enter
Just making it a little bit.
the Bergamo station,
then I
go to the
think
left, and it is the second gallery parked in front of Bergamo station.
Yeah,
Because
okay,
Bergamo
okay.
station is a wide area with a lot of galleries around it. There is no big buildings here. Everything is, one story or two.
And then look right at me as if she's talking to you. She's a little smart. Look right here.
Okay.
G building.
talking
خب
Yeah,
maybe
what
Mama
a-
John, this is what I want
What a
you to do.
beautiful.
When you
Really, myself is
street
stunned.
آخه؟
Never witnessed
Oh,
anything.
you want me to come out
like this,
تو
contemporary
بذار من یه چیزی به تو
Iranian
بگم سینا جان
It's been always
وقتی که
miniature
تو
painting.
پیچیدی توی میشیگان باید تا آخرش
This is-
بیای
this is so
و
unique.
بپیچی left enter the Bergamo station.
They
That's when you آره
I
عزیزم
don't know. I
inside the
think
gate.
they all
Come to
deserve.
the end of Michigan. آره.
All of them deserve.
ببین نه کاری که
recognition,
میکنی
in my
That's what
opinion.
I'm saying
All of
مانا
them.
جان نه
You know,
come
not
take your
just only
car اینجا
one.
بهتره که
And
اوکی
What I thought was so unique is
تا
this
ته
one also.
میشیگان باید بیای دست چپت به گیت انترنس توی برگاموت استیشنه اوکی
I like that one.
رایت ولی خب آدرس رو وقتی
That
بگی
one reminds me
2525
really
دست
of
ماشین بهت نشون میده که
Persian culture.
this one the gate says 2525 میشیگان
This one.
اوکی مادام take care
That one.
Bye.
I just love it. It's
Hi.
just
Was what?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
it talks to me. You know, it's
Oh, you guys are
beautiful.
When the
so
picture
wonderful.
it looks much
so
more
beautiful.
How beautiful. This is beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Should we
so
get
much,
them
Azizam.
involved?
Wonderful. How lovely. Oh, this is sweet of you.
Yeah.
Hey, Barbara. How are you? You look the same.
So do you. You look great.
Thank
It's good
you.
to see you.
Same here. Thank you. You have not changed. Let me get somebody to bring a bottle opener. Sorry.
That's okay. We need just a little bit more walk together.
No problem. I have to tell somebody because these guys don't have the bottle opener. I took it home last night by mistake. خب میخوایم صحبت هم بکنی یا
آره
فقط راه کنی؟
همینطور با هم واقعا من خوشحالم من امیدوارم که بتونیم این پیام رو
بله
پیام
بله
ایرانی ها رو
خیلی مهمه.
واقعا نشون بدیم
بله.
که میتونیم هممون با هم دیگه
I'm
بسازیم.
calling to bring him and we took it home by mistake last night. I'm calling him to bring it. It's not answering. ببخشید اینا دربازکن میخوان مشروب مردم سرو کنم منم دربازکن دیشب بردم stupid of me
Well, it happens. It always happens. someone could go to Ralph and pick
Yeah,
up.
if he's not, he's left, I have him go buy one from. سراب کجاست؟ شاید به سراب بگم بره بگیره. نمیدی
One of
تلفن
these.
تو.
Sir, can I ask you a few questions? This is for a documentary. Would you like to appear? Yeah. My name is John.
I'm trying, I
Thank
took their
you.
bottle
Your name is
opener by
Jordan.
mistake and they can't open any bottles. I'm trying desperately
Oh,
to
I might
find
have
a
met
bottle.
you.
And I have a
My
technical
movie BAM
comment,
616.
Sure,
that I
wonderful.
hope to
Yeah.
be introduced
Yes.
to.
How are you, Jordan?
Absolutely. Thank you.
What's your documentary for?
Well,
Where
the
is
same sort
Sora?
of things, promoting Iranian American culture.
Okay, let's call
trying to
him
build up a
say
better
on his
understanding
way
between
back,
these two
get a
cultures.
bottle opener. I
So,
took their bottle
Jordan,
opener by
obviously
mistake.
you are with the Middle
and,
Eastern.
I can't find Ali
West
and-
LA, is it?
For the wine?
Your office
For the
in West
wine.
LA? Yeah.
And they can't,
And
we
you've
took it
been
home by
promoting
mistake.
the Iranian culture, I believe,
Okay.
in the past.
Yes, since 2001.
I'm trying to.
2001. So
If Ali
I see you
hasn't left,
here.
I
You're
can
at the
ask him to
gallery
bring
at
it.
the
That's
James
Sina.
Gary Gallery. Where do you take
نه
up
اصلا نتونست
this
اینجا رو پیدا کنه.
painting
He
or
tried.
this artist?
That is Sina.
Well, very few
Absolutely,
of them
my boy.
are
I know my boy.
typically Iranian,
No,
quote unquote,
you are so.
because
I don't know.
they're,
Good.
they're postmodern contemporary artists. Only a few are using, for example, Farsi,
Bottle opener,
the Arabic calligraphy.
When is he coming?
Otherwise, how would you know that they were Iranian, right? So for Americans to come in
Soon.
and see
Okay.
the work is they can identify with this piece over here.
I don't know my boy. You know my boy. There is my boy.
Maybe some
Couldn't
other
find this place. Can you imagine? Anna,
So the good thing about it is that it helps. them
then go
build
to the left. Come all the way down the first aisle of cars, and then we are the second gallery
Some
before
Americans
the
still
end.
have, ideas about Iranians that are
Okay.
Iranians.
Tina John.
It's a place where people are all
Sina.
women are always covered and there's no modern culture. You know, if you were to show them like a photograph
said he's coming
of
soon.
Tehran today, it looks like a very modern city with high rises.
Okay.
Right? So it's good to have a contemporary exhibit.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Very good, very good. I appreciate that. Thank you. Merci. Look where I have to see you.
It's taking a while, but we're going to get around to showing your documentary. We're trying to get
Thank you.
a movie series space,
A space.
that is
Very good,
a
very good.
reliable space instead of doing here.
Thank you so
Sure, I
much,
appreciate it.
Sopanika.
Yeah,
This
the
is
whole idea is
lovely.
just making a
I
documentary
appreciate
about
that
the
so
Iranians.
much. Beautiful.
That the whole
Thank
focus is
you.
to
Lovely.
focus in building
Thank you,
bridge
Ginny. Thank you so
between
much.
these two cultures because I think everything is to do with
علی من تو
understanding.
خونه یا
And
نه؟
our biggest enemy in my opinion is
آه.
ignorance.
برای که من 100 دفعه
Well,
تلفن
your,
کردم
your
چیز
master
درواز
brother
کن
is
اینا رو ما
big
دیشب
guy.
بردیم خونه بای
He's
میستیک.
always mastermind comedian now. He's
آره
always doing
در
comedy
باز کنه
shows.
جیمز گریو
You're right, you're
در
right.
باتل باز کنه
He's one of the
اگه
biggest,
میتونی سر رای
Iranian.
رالف اینجا توی کلوورفیلده اگه
He sees
میتونی
a
یه
lot of
دونه
people
در
every
باز
year.
کن
He
بگیر
travels
بیار
all over Europe and the US and the Middle East.
No, you're absolutely right.
آن
You
کجا
can
بری؟
do a
خونه بری؟
documentary just about him and his different audiences and the stuff that he says.
برو
and film
پس
these
برو از
Americans
خونه
who are
اونو
very
بیارش
interested.
عزیز
You know,
من
he
روی
makes
همون
fun of
توی آشپزخونه روی کانتره یا یه
Iran
جای
in a way
اینجوری
that isn't, like I'm
Okay,
sure if
Isa.
he went to Iran, they wouldn't
آره آره اوکی عزیزم
they
مرسی
wouldn't throw him in
Merci,
Evan
bye.
prison.
Ali is also coming
But they might want to
I see whichever comes
Okay,
faster
okay,
I
that's
mean,
good,
this
that's
is-
good. I appreciate that. That's
ببخشید من
خواهش
دیگه یه
می‌کنم.
ذره شلوغ شد سرم
Theme is non-political, and I know some of those are.
Well, you show me which ones are political because I don't even know which are political.
You know what?
Because I can't even tell you. She told me the crow means one thing and this and that, but she never said anything about
No, but
politics.
let's talk about your
My
heart.
take.
Your take. Yes,
Okay.
exactly,
All right.
exactly.
How are you? Now, is this okay? Because the glass
Yes,
will it?
yes. That does it. Okay.
I'll make it work.
All right.
May I just fix your phone?
Please.
And James, when I asked you the question, if you could, for instance, why did you bring the Iranian contemporary art?
Yes.
Oh, I brought the Iranian contemporary art to so-and-so and then elaborate.
Got it.
Very good. So you could introduce, here, what's your last name?
Gray.
Great. So here we are with James Gray, who brought the Iranian contemporary art in Santa Monica, right?
Correct.
So would you elaborate why Iranian?
Well, I brought the Iranian contemporary art exhibit to my gallery because I feel the artists in Iran aren't really getting a fair shake. They're unable to do what it is they want to do, and I think there's much more freedom of expression in Los Angeles. And I do appreciate what the Iranian artists are doing, what they're showing, and I think it's becoming where it can go bi-coastal. I think this work would hold up in New York, and I think it is also very strong on its own, separate from the fact that it's Iranian-based.
Okay, and what is your favorite out of all these
Well, actually,
paintings?
in the entire show, this is my favorite piece right here, because I think it's a piece that really makes you think what's going on. I like the fact that it's done in pen. It's actually a ballpoint pen. And I like the subject matter of the two boys looking down at the doll, and you don't know what they're thinking, why the doll is there, and I enjoy artwork which makes you sort of think as opposed to just an abstract painting that's pretty.
And if we come back here,
Yes.
the Persian
Script.
script,
Yes.
what does it bring to your mind? What does it tell you?
Well, it's funny because I actually asked Homa what this means because I thought maybe it had a meaning to it, and she said basically it was just sort of a Persian script that had no real meaning to it whatsoever, that it was just for decoration. So I appreciate that because I don't think that the artwork should be about a political statement or anything else like that, and the fact that it is just sort of a script or a dialect that, you know, it's not to be comprehended, I think makes it very interesting.
What do you wish by bringing this phenomenal work here? What do you wish that the viewer take away from this
Well,
exhibition?
It's interesting that you bring up the viewer because I think this work absolutely can be collected by people that are non-Persian collectors, and I think it's important for everybody to see the show, and I think that's why the show is here. And I think what they should do is what they should take away. Hold on one second. Nobody's in here, I guess.
Okay. Sorry, monsieur.
Yes. I was just in the process of, yes, doing an interview and the phone was ringing. What's
Are
happening?
you okay with that question? Yeah?
Yeah, we'll do that one more.
Okay.
All right, well, no problem.
To her. Because I think these are the one who make our movie. Her name is
All right, well, Mom, let's talk about
Sachar.
this. They're waiting for me. I'm being interviewed by the television guys, and they're standing here waiting for me. So let me. That's all right. That's all right. I'll call
I
you
think we're
tomorrow.
going- one
Okay.
leads to the other one. You know?
Sorry about that.
Sure.
Nobody was in there to answer the phone.
Okay.
It was getting annoying.
So,
where do you want to start?
so James, what do you wish the viewer take out of this Iranian contemporary art?
Yes. Well, it's like I said, with the viewer, I think
No,
that.
then I'm sorry. You would say what I wish the viewer take out of it.
Got it. What I wish that the viewer would take away is that they would take out of their mind that it is Iranian contemporary art, and they collect the work based on its merit and not for who did the work. I think that's what's important. Because I think the work stands up on its own, I think it holds up on its own, and I think that it is an excellent collection. I think Homa did a very good job on putting this together. She had a lot of different work to choose from, and I think what we have here in the show is absolutely fantastic. I'm very pleased with the show, and I think it turned out very, very well.
Do you need to add anything?
Not at all. Unless you think of something, I'd be more than happy to add anything you like.
Do you know much about the Iranian culture?
I do. Actually, I've dated many Persian women.
You dated many
Yes,
Persian women.
yes.
What do you like about Persian culture?
I like the fact, I think when there's a connection with family that we don't have here, maybe in the States, I think the Persian families are much tighter. I think the mother and fathers are much closer with their children than we have in the States. And I someday look forward to actually going there and seeing it for myself, because I've only sort of witnessed it secondhand by the people I've interacted with. And I also love the food.
Any Persian word?
Any Persian words that I know? I don't think so. I know all the menus, but I don't know anything specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
Qurban shoma,
Pleasure.
which means nice meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you. And if you need anything else, let me know.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Get some of these. Okay, I'll leave you. So what do you think I should do? Should I approach her? Yeah, why not? جوانگی حالتون خوبه؟ شما چطورین؟ خسته نباشین. خوبین؟ قربان شما عزیزم. مرسی. سلام خانم. خواستم یه دقیقه یه دو تا سوال ازتون بکنیم.
در خدمتتون هستم. کجا؟
Okay, right here. Yeah.
Anywhere between $1.20 and $300,000.
Girls, are you? سلام.
سلام.
حالتون خوبه؟
مرسی.
خوبین؟ میتونیم باتون یه مصاحبه بکنیم برای تلویزیون برای چیز داکیومنتری؟ Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, now I want to all of you. Very simple. Just very simple. No, you don't want to be in. That's fine. Would you like to be in?
Not really.
No. Would you like?
Interview is
Just a very this. As a young Iranian generation see out of this, and what do you think of the gallery, especially contemporary art? We always see minutes this, and what do you like?
You can do it? Sure. Okay.
Yeah. What is your name?
Mariam Geramian.
Mariam Geramian. Okay, Mariam. So, can you tell us? Sorry.
A little closer.
And when you are answering, when I'm asking a question, for instance, what do you like about this? Then you say, what I like about this gallery is this. What do you like people to take out of this? Why you're here? You know, type of thing. How did you hear about it? So this type of, I heard through the so and so, and just elaborate whatever you feel in your heart about the painting. So, Mariam, what brings you here?
I actually learned about this gallery on Facebook and through Vita Milania.
Okay.
She advertised for it. I'm an artist myself, so I was really interested. I actually wanted to be part of it as well, but it was too late. But I'm really interested to come and see what Iranian artists do, in Iran. Because I've had an exhibition in Iran myself, and I've been to many galleries, and I'm always very impressed by their art. And it's really great that they get to be shown here. And I guess it's kind of sad that they can't be here themselves. I heard they're not here themselves, are they?
No, they're not here. They're not here. What do you like American viewers take from this contemporary Iranian art, in your opinion?
So I'm not really sure. What do I think that Americans will
No,
think of
what
this?
do you like them to take out? What do you like them to learn? What do you think, in your opinion?
I guess I want them to see that, Iranians are pretty modern, contemporary, and that they're artistic, and, it's not all they see in the media, the negative images of Iranians.
Very good. And what type of art do you do?
I do contemporary too.
You do contemporary? And which one of these is your favorite, if there is any?
So far, that one, it's untitled, I think.
Those two.
I really like color, but I also like the red design.
Okay. Very good. Good, I appreciate that.
Thank
You have no problem appearing on a documentary, right?
What TV?
We don't know. No, it's no TV, but it's a documentary. So wonderful. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. You're a woman. Ma'am, hello. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
My name is John. Do you mind if we just talk a little bit, chat, and the gentleman, takes a couple of few minutes. It's going to be for a documentary. This is about achievers, Iranian achievers. And as an American, I'd like to know what you think of this Iranian contemporary art, and what do you outtake? What do you take from this? What do you learn? Or what would you, personally, what is in your heart?
Well, I just came in, so I haven't really had a chance to look at.
Okay, but what you have seen so far, do you like to share with us?
Well, it's very interesting. I'm wondering what the writing is on that painting over there.
I had the same questions, and I'm Iranian, and the artist said, I don't know. You need to figure it out. I leave it to you. There is no meaning.
So they're not actual letters, they look
There are letters. There are letters, but some of them don't mean anything.
Okay.
So you have to use your own imagination.
So it's more abstract.
Yeah. What do you know about Iranian culture?
Well, actually, I think I was in Tehran when I was young, briefly, on the way to India.
Uh-huh.
But I don't remember it much. I know there's a lot of flux going on over there now. I have a couple friends, I've had a couple friends from Iran.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks.
And I don't think we should invade, by the way.
Don't worry about it. Thank
Okay,
you.
good.
Thank you. Don't worry about it. We'll do later. Yeah. I think.
Documentary for, or where's it going to be shown?
Oh, it's going to be shown probably in US here, but we don't know when. It's about achievers, Iranian achievers.
So are these artists?
It is probably that one, those 3, 4, because this one you could see it anywhere, and also those. Yeah, the birds is also beautiful. This is an incredible documentary. Young American Jewish trapped in the earthquake.
Which earthquake?
2003 in Iran. A remarkable documentary. If you want to see humanitarian, if you want to see Iranian film, this is the film to watch. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Extremely.
That sounds...
Jahangir is me. Do you want a sip of wine? Hello. Do you mind? My name is John. We're making a documentary about Iranian achievers, and we're trying to build up a bridge between US and Iran.
Good idea.
And I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind, to appear in the camera and just share with me what you think of these Iranian artists.
afraid I'll embarrass myself.
Why? You're looking great, all of you.
Well, we haven't really looked at them yet.
Really looked at them
Okay,
yet. But
why don't you-
I don't categorize art as to whether it's Iranian or American.
That's what I want to hear.
Or what.
You see?
Art is universal.
Right.
So either I like it or I don't like it.
Fantastic. And I think these are the message that I like to hear from your heart. What do you take? What is the message? Because we constantly hear negative about Iranian culture. Let's face
Do
it.
you really? I'm surprised because I don't. Do you? I don't either.
There apparently is
Are these Persian?
a dictator. No, they're Indian.
Oh, they're Indian.
Apparently there's a dictator running the country, but there's a large Iranian Persian population here in Southern California. And what's the deal? They're fine people. I've met them.
Good. They dress like you, they walk like you, they eat like you, they smile like
And
you.
they have their religion is.
What's that?
We have a similar religion.
Beautiful. Absolutely. So that's why. So what I would like to do is let you look a bit more, and then we could talk and get some feedback.
Okay.
Yes,
Good
really
idea.
appreciate it. Bringing the positive of both sides, of both cultures, and we like you. I saw you walking in and observing, and if you don't mind, I'd like just to get your feedback of this gallery, if you like. Is that okay?
Sure, absolutely.
Where should we stand? Maybe right here? Okay. My name is John. What is your name?
My name is Guy Knop. Pleased to meet you,
Knop.
John.
Nice
Yes.
meeting you. Can you please tell me what you are doing here and what did you take out of the Iranian contemporary art?
Well, I have a few Iranian friends, and I came to see one of them who told me there was this exhibit. So basically, that's what I'm doing. When I walked into the exhibit, I didn't know what to expect. I knew there were several painters exhibiting their work, and I saw a more European approach, I would say, or American post-industrial approach by looking at these paintings, which threw me a little bit aback. But then what really captivated me was more the silent pain of these paintings, and a few of the other paintings. But I don't know the symbolism of it, so I'm probably missing a lot.
But what do you... Is this the first time you're exposed to Iranian contemporary art?
As a matter of fact, I am, yes.
You are?
Yeah.
So...
I sometimes go to the Shulamit Gallery, Shula Nazarian's gallery, but that's as far as that goes.
What do you know about the Persian artists or Persian culture in general?
Well, not too much. I know that Persia was the United States of quite a few, the empire, quite a few centuries ago, but I basically never was that involved in it.
So if you could elaborate, what I know about Persian culture is blah, 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 because they will cut me off. Sorry,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, what I know about Persian culture is that, historically speaking, they have been very influential. And we have a lot of to thank to the Persians for that. Otherwise, specifically, I'm kind of just open and curious about what's going on, like with any other culture there is in the world.
Wonderful. Thanks very much.
You're very welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Now, hold on. So when I'm asking the question, if you could repeat the question, because they're going to cut me off. So they will just focus on you.
Oh,
So,
gosh. Well, now I'm going to get embarrassed.
oh no, you will be fine. You will be fine. So tell me, what is your name?
My name is Bonnie.
Bonnie, you're okay to appear on a documentary, right? You agree to appear on a documentary? You've been videotaped?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
okay with that.
Bonnie, you're here at the art gallery. What did you take? What are you learning, if any? what I'm learning is so and so.
Well, what I'm learning is that I feel uplifted and good when I'm around
Can you
art.
speak louder?
I feel uplifted and good when I'm around art, even whether I don't like it.
Which one is your favorite?
My
Did you have any favorite?
Yes, yes. My favorite is this one over here. I don't know the name of it.
The green one?
The green one. But it reminds me of I think it's Michelangelo's sculpture of the slaves coming out of very raw pieces of marble as if they're breaking their bonds of slavery. That reminds me of it, and I really like that concept.
Very good. Very good. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very nice. Thank you.
Where can I see this documentary?
Well, you know, it might. Vodka is too much. Just name is Jimmy. Jimmy Dell, mayor of Beverly Hills. You don't know, huh?
Let me know so I'm polite.
Yeah. These all alcohol.
We're waiting for Maggie.
Mr. Dilshad not here yet, huh?
Iranian دیگه وقتی میگی
ده 6 ساعت.
Okay. So, what is the nature of your documentary?
You know, the nature of my documentary, Howard, is to show the Iranian culture. I think there is tremendous amount of negativity about Iranian culture, my culture. So what I'm trying to show is the side that you never hear in the U.S. media. To put a bridge between Iranian and U.S. My wife is an American. I love her so dearly, and my family are Iranian. I'm Iranian, and I love my culture to death. I'm really hoping to bring the good side of both cultures, put them together, like the movie BAM 6.6.
How is this art different than an Iranian sport, for instance?
How is this
Exhibition. I mean,
different than
sports are part of the culture as well.
Persian? You know, that's a good question. I have never been exposed to the Iranian contemporary art, so this was really truly an eye-opening for me, and I'm proud of all those artists, what they've done, and of course it's totally different than a sport. I don't know if I answered your questions or not. Huh?
It's okay. It was a very challenging question. But let me ask you this. When I look around here, the images I see are not very happy. Some despair, some, of course, there is occasionally some bright, vibrant color, but everything is sort of muted and it's a little bit depressing. How do you react to that?
You know, you could be right, because even most of the Iranian song, even from during the Shah's time, were sad. There is sadness attached to the Iranian culture. Most Iranian, when you listen to music, is something to do with sadness. So yes, and I don't know, honestly, I don't know from my heart what went in the mind of these painters. I wish I knew. What I appreciate is not their sadness, but their craftsmanship. That's what I take from this.
And with that in mind, why is that important for Americans to acknowledge?
Why is it important for Americans to acknowledge the Iranian contemporary art?
In terms of the craftsmanship, the sadness, the depression, obviously this is only one slice of
Yeah, but it's not just only the sadness. What is important, in my opinion, as a viewer, is to be exposed to the Iranian culture, because I think ignorance is our biggest enemy. That's why we go to a school to learn, and I think this will give them the other side of the Iranian culture that they never hear or talk about. You know, all we hear is constantly, in my opinion again, and I've been away from Iran for 42 years, and I have traveled through Europe, I have traveled through Africa, I lived in 4 different continents, so I could say that from my own personal experience, that the key to understanding is to go to that culture and live there, and don't listen much to the media. Experience it yourself. People are people. It doesn't matter whether they are in China or US. People are people, and I love people. I love humanity. And I love you.
Okay, thanks.
سلام آنجا چطور عزیز؟ مخلصم قربانت. What's happening with this beautiful woman? Oh, what a چه attitude خوبی داره تو زندگی. I swear it's amazing. It's amazing. Big
مرسی
Beautiful. شما میتونیم با تو یه مصاحبه بکنیم؟ چرا که نه؟ دوست نداریم؟ We're making documentary, a non-political documentary. And if you feel comfortable, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. What do you think of the painting?
I'd rather not talk about this art.
Very good, very good. See,
I don't have the answer, but you can ask.
fantastic. My name is John.
Yes, John, my name's Bill.
Bill, nice meeting you. Bill, may I ask you, we were just interviewing a few people and I like your character.
I'm a character, all right, but I'm the worst interview of all time.
That's fine. I just like to
I
ask
couldn't
you,
even give a book report in 7th grade.
but that's okay. That's still okay with me.
Yes, sir.
I just like to know, what do you think of this Iranian contemporary art?
Excuse me?
What do you think of the Iranian contemporary art?
Yeah, frankly, I am probably the least person you should be interviewing for this because I am only here as a friend of someone else.
That's fine.
So
You
I
have
don't
your-
know anything. At least I admit it. I know nothing about art.
Okay, what do you know about the Iranian culture?
So, how about those Dodgers? I choose not to
Okay.
speak.
All right, we respect that.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you, sir.
yeah, having been in the real estate business in Los Angeles for 35 years, don't ask me about certain cultures. And I
Okay.
thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm with Prudential California Realty,
Which office?
Laguna Niguel.
Oh, well, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
I'm emeritus. I'm retired. I
Fantastic.
couldn't take it anymore. I'll have you have an idea why. And you know.
Thank you, sir. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh boy.
Yes. Sir, can I ask you a couple of questions?
He knows. This man
Him,
knows.
if he didn't tell you,
No, he did say certain things. I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind, what do you think of the Iranian contemporary art? And if you could elaborate, what I have taken out of the Iranian contemporary art is so and so the viewer know what you're talking about.
are you the artist?
No, I'm a documentary filmmaker.
I don't know enough to really give you any information. Art, my wife collects the art. I really
But what do you
haven't-
take out of these? Have you ever been
Not
exposed to
much.
the Iranian?
No, I haven't.
What do you think of it?
I don't like it that well.
You don't like it that much. And why?
Well, because it just looks like they just kept repeating the same thing in 3 different colors. It doesn't do anything for me.
It doesn't do anything. That's what I like to hear. That's fine. I love that.
I
You
like
know?
Impressionists, but that's
Now, so what about that painting?
no. It doesn't have any. It's no vibrant. There's no color to it. I enjoy color. And we have paintings in our home, but they're all colorful.
Okay.
So,
Very good. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sir, hello there. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful.
The sculpture.
Contemporary art as an artist.
Well, I want to know the restrictions they have as artists in Iran. What are they? Can they? Because I looked at this. This is someone who's just has his boxers on, and I noticed the woman doesn't have her head covered. Is this something that is taboo in Iran?
No, that could be husband and wife.
So that's okay?
That husband and wife, yes, sure.
Okay.
And I personally, I live here. My wife is American here.
Right.
She's Christian.
Right.
I believe the beauty of my wife, the beauty of her body is for her husband and not for the public.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, I don't believe in
I just wondered,
exposing
I
her
just
picture.
wondered if that was okay over there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
As long as you're married,
Got it.
you know,
Got it.
and you have your husband,
Right.
fine.
Got it.
But if you're brother and family, still it is fine.
Right, right.
But again, that's my own personal opinion that beauty is to do with your heart and not just by showing your
Right.
your body and everything.
This piece, I think this piece is very strong. I think this piece has got freedom, and it's got a directness, and it has a calligraphy, even though I don't know what it says, or could just be there for graphic sensibility. I
Yes,
think
yes,
it's-
because I don't understand anything of
Okay,
these.
but it's just very powerful, and how it is just with vigor, and I like the whole strength of the piece. I like this piece too. I think this piece is very good. It almost looks like two cultures are clashing. Somewhat Japanese, somewhat Iranian, sometimes American, but that's the beauty of the piece. I think it has an international feel. This one, I don't care for this as much because to me it starts to look like illustration, not fine art. This looks like an illustration. In other words, it becomes decorative.
And it could be any artist.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that it's not well done. It's just my own personal taste that it doesn't come up to the level of this immediacy and the impact. When I look at a piece of art, it needs to do something, make me feel something that I emotionally, either it makes me happy, makes me sad, makes me not forget it. I go away. It's like going to a movie. If you go to a movie and you forget about it, 10 minutes later, it really wasn't that good a movie. So it has to leave you with something. And I feel the strength in the person coming out on this canvas here. This over here, I think this is very commercial. I think it's done well. I think this has got a hotel mentality. that I think down by the beach area, that this will be a corporate piece of art. That's how I personally look at it. And it's interesting for that category.
Okay. And what about those, a few of those, since you're an artist?
This one, both of these are wonderful.
Uh-huh.
I think both of these are very, very strong. I like this artist a lot. I think that, once again, they're not afraid to attack the surface.
Uh-huh.
They're not careful. They go to it with their whole soul, and it comes alive. And I just like what they're doing compositionally. Even though this is a little decorative, at least in America, it's still okay for me. And I like there's underdrawing here. There's layers of strength. Again, I love the Iranian language. You know, I don't know what it says, but the movement of the type and the way it's just drawn, it's beautiful. Almost looks like music to me. You know. So this is a very, very good piece. I like it. I like it a lot, and I like this piece as well. It's the same artist.
And what
Very
about
strong.
what about this one?
I like this one too. This is different, a little different. The upper part, a lot of freedom, simplicity, very contemporary, and I can see the skill level of the artist. You know, I can see that this artist can draw, but at the same time, they're involved with the gesto under here and how they're putting graphic lines in it to make it more interesting. It starts to get a little commercial, but I still like this piece, and I like the serial imagery too.
What do you take out of this?
Well, this is a serial imagery of the same thing, but everyone has its own unique feel and statement. You look at this one, and then you look at this one, they're all different, and that's what it is. It's step and repeat. This was done back in the 60s with Andy Warhol and pop art in America, where they would take the same image and step and repeat it. So there's some of those undertones in it, even though, you know, it's a rooster. I like it. I like this one a little better, but these are my favorite. And got one over there that looks like graffiti. Graffiti that could be down in East LA on a wall in a building. And you know, it's just so powerful. I mean, you stand from here, and your eye goes boom. Take my piece for your documentary?
Sure.
Come.
Sure. Let's go and see his work.
This piece, I'll tell you what. Oops, excuse me.
Sure. Wow.
You see? This piece is called Renaissance Man. Renaissance, like in Italy. And when I start a piece like this, all I do is start with the bare clay. This is bronze, metal, weighs about 400 pounds.
How long did it take you to make this?
Well, I work on several pieces at one time, but over a period of 7-8 months. But this has to be, you know, if you look at it, and you see the detail, this is my way of paying homage to the great masters of the Renaissance. There's Michelangelo, there's Da Vinci, there's Raphael, and it's my way to show respect to them. That's why, and I didn't know that idea until it evolved. I have no idea until it evolves, and I use no models. I just do it out of my head. So this is all out of my imagination, and every sculpture I do looks completely different, like another artist did it. Very different, every one. I could show you other pictures, you know. So that's the challenge, is not to do the same thing. As soon as you do the same thing over and over again, creatively you're dead. It's over. So many artists become commercial in the sense that, oh, someone likes their painting and they make another 20 of them like that and they sell them. To me, it's not about selling. To me, it's about the art. Okay? So I don't care if I sell or I don't sell. I sell, but that's not the motivation. The motivation is to do innovative work that pushes me to grow.
How much a piece of art like this will cost?
This is $200,000.
$200,000.
American. Some of them are more, some of them are less.
My goodness, beautiful.
But this is lost wax. This is the way they did it in the Renaissance. So you have to sculpt it in clay, right? Oil-based clay. I use Chiffon clay. Then you make rubber molds from that. Then from the rubber molds, and I'm making this very simple, you then take the original clay out, and then you clean it and pour wax into the mold. Then I have to resculpt the wax to get the detail back in, and each one of these holes are done by hand, you know. So I had to go back from the original to the wax. Then the wax is burned out at very high temperature, so it melts all of it out of a shale, which is like a ceramic, but has like 12 coats. It's like concrete. Then you pour the molten metal from like around 2,000 degrees into the cavity. And this is cut in pieces. There's several pieces that are then welded like a torch, and then has to be chased and made so you can't see the seam at all. So this is a lot of work, you know.
I'm
Then
sure
you have to patina it with chemicals and heat. And this is a custom patina because I want this to look like terracotta, because terracotta in the Renaissance, you know.
Let me ask you one question. Since you are an artist, can I have your name again?
Here, I'll give it Stuart Kusher.
Stuart Krischer.
Kusher. Here.
Okay.
See, this one's 8 feet.
Fantastic. Stuart, let me ask you this. Since this is, Stuart, it sounds German. Is that?
Kusher. Kusher.
Kusher.
It's
Is that German?
Romanian, Russian.
Beautiful. It's a mix.
Yeah.
Since it's a mix, so you could maybe answer this question. What do you take out of the Iranian contemporary art in general today?
Well, I'm very pleased to be in the same gallery that Iranian art is being shown. I think that artists are global in their sensibility, and that it's a good thing for people to always unite, to share their thoughts, their creative thinking, and I think it's a positive thing, and it should continue. I think it's wonderful. As far as the artwork, I like some of it, I don't like some of the other ones, but you know, I can find that in any show. You know, so it's always looking for the positive and learning. You know, I go and I see everything just so that I'm inspired, or I see what not to do. You know, it's a good thing. So I'm very happy to be in the same gallery with this group of artists.
Fantastic.
My pleasure.
Let me give you a hug. God bless you. God bless you.
You too.
God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm Jewish.
Oh, I love you.
See, so you see?
I love
This is
you.
how it has to be.
I love you, man.
This is how it has to be.
Yeah. I don't care
Yeah.
whether you're Jewish, Muslim.
No.
I love you.
That's, my eyes open? They're a little tired. Yeah, maybe get more. Get back more. Shoot it vertical. This way. Turn the camera. Yeah, there you go.
I will email you.
Fantastic.
خانم سلام. حالتون خوبه؟ من جهانگیر هستم. میتونیم باتون یه مصاحبه بکنیم؟ این یک داکیومنتری هستش برای فرهنگ ایران. کاری به سیاست اصلا نداریم، چون من خودم از سیاست کنارگیر میرم. فقط میخوام چیزای مثبت ایرانی نشون بدیم و ازتون سوال بکنم ببینم نظرتون چیه راجع به آرت گالری. And how do you feel? Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay. In English. In English? Yeah.
Speak up a little bit.
Yeah, just is that good position right here? Yeah. So if you could, and you look at me, and whenever I ask you a question, if you could repeat it. Like for instance, what is your name? Oh, my name is so and so. What do you think of this place? What do you think of the Iranian contemporary art? Oh, what do I think of the Iranian contemporary art? La la la. So because they cut me off, it's just about you, not me. You are the artist. Okay. So, what is your name?
My name is Morvari Nakshine. Morvari Nakshine.
Morvari Nakshine.
Morvari Nakshine.
Morvari. That's a beautiful name, Morvari Nakshine. So Morvari, can
So high.
do you want me to give it to her or? Okay. So Morvari, can you tell me you are here tonight at the Iranian contemporary art, and what do you think about it?
I'm here and I think the event is wonderful to see all these art pieces, beautiful art collected here and showcased. And it's great that some of the artists are in Iran and they get the opportunity to showcase their work for us here in the US, for us to see it and enjoy it.
And what do you think of their artwork?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think their artwork is wonderful. I'm speechless.
All right. And let me ask you, what do you think that What do you think we could do to improve our understanding between these two cultures, the Iranian and American? So then again, what we could do to improve our culture is blah blah blah.
Well, as far as improving culture, I think art is a language itself. And when an artist creates the piece, they're translating or they're expressing their words in their piece. And itself is a way of communicating how they see the culture, where they think it should go, or where it is now. And I think we can learn so much about it. I think that's the best way to interpret it, interpret the art. I don't know.
Were you born here?
No, I was born in Iran, and I came here when I was 12. So I have a mix of living in Iran and here. So it's kind of.
What do you miss about your culture?
Well, I try to be as Iranian as I can be here.
And what is it to be an Iranian?
Knowing about your culture, your values, knowing about the history of your country. I think all those are values and assets to know and cherish.
Good. And what is your favorite Iranian word?
Oh, that's a hard one. My favorite Iranian word. I don't know. That's a tricky one. I don't know right now. I really don't. Every word has its beautiful meaning depending on the context. So,
what do you like? If I had to ask you to summarize, and we're in an elevator and we have 10 seconds, and I ask you, can you please summarize what is the most unique about your Persian culture? What will you say?
We have, I think one of the most important thing about the Iranian culture is its history. That's one of our biggest roots, and I think that's something that we really take pride in. And I think that's what it is, our history.
Okay, now let's say my mom comes here and she has never been to U.S.
Okay.
And she says, what is the most unique about American culture? What would you say?
I think American culture has its own values. I think the fact that they're welcoming, they are open to new cultures, that is a value and asset of theirs.
As we could see it here, right?
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me take a picture of you. No, you did all. Hi there.
Friends over here.
Good, awesome, awesome.
One of them's from Iran originally too.
Jacob Yashar? Oh. MashaAllah, چه حافظه ای. Fantastic. I love you. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh. خوبه عزیزم، خوبه. بچه هم دختران نه رفتیم لگونه هیلز. I love it. Yeah, quiet. No, you tell me if you need a copy, I will tell them to send it to you. We were not making much profit, and then my editor took over. You set up somewhere outside. I swear. کارت من بده عزیز. Yeah. I swear without doubt آقای جان لیمبرت شاید بشناسیدش ایشون. آره DVD player screen. آقای جان لیمبرت در US Navy ایشون The focus is you too. Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Right, that's Jane.
کمک دیگه که تموم نمیشه. خیلی کمک کرد. فیلممون آخرین نیوی اکادمی آقای جان لیمبرت دعوتمون کرد و 3000 نفر یو اس نیوی اونجا بودن، اومد ما رو معرفی کرد و فیلم رو sticking to me to make another documentary. But hey, یه فیلم قشنگی دوباره در میاد انشالله. Showing the positive. به
و توی پروسس هستیم که به زودی کارمون داره سخت میشه مثل یه وکیل خوبی و یه حال پیشن میدادم یه جام سوزونده
What an attitude you have towards life. Me? میبینم از تو I swear تمام ناراحتیامو فراموش میکنم. You have to work. یه مسابقه بذاری مثلا الان دسامبر 26 هم داره دوباره میاد anniversary of band. من میگم روش فکر با کمیته so 10 years. God bless you. Wow. It's amazing to see you and you recognize me. What a memory you have. Fantastic Iranian contemporary art.
Well, it's interesting. We were just standing here and we were trying to determine what the artist was trying to tell us.
Okay.
There's got to be some message here other than just the artwork. And it's confusing.
Okay. What is confusing? What do you take out of this?
Well,
that's the unique part of this.
Yeah, it for some reason, it doesn't seem to come together. Not that art should come together. But it seems incongruous. Here she's standing on one leg, which I don't know what she's leaning. I think she's leaning, but I'm not sure.
Yes, she is leaning.
And he's at a lower level.
And
I don't think that's a reflection of him in the mirror. I don't think. So I'm just wondering. I'm trying to figure out what's the story.
You know, that's a good question. Once you find out, let me know.
But there is, in the artist's mind, there's a story.
Absolutely. And the story is up to each individual of us. You, me, we all think differently. And we all have a different perception.
And that's good.
Yes.
You, me, and whoever, we have multiple stories.
Right.
And we relate it to our own experience and background and
exactly.
Our life story.
What I take out of this gallery, art, Iranian art, because I'm an Iranian, it doesn't matter where you are from, we're all human beings, we all have talent. We all have talent. Whether it is Iranian, whether it is American, whether it is Chinese, and what that's so beautiful, unique about humanity.
Well, being Iranian, what do you see the Iranian artists are delivering that's different than, say, an American? Is the art structured differently here? Is it formatted?
Than in Iran?
I mean, what we're looking at, this is Iranian art.
Right.
does it have a general consensus as to what it's about? Is there one story that relates to all of this, or
No.
that relates to Iran?
Iran, they want to say, hey, Iranians have so much talent.
No question about it.
That's the message that I take.
There's no question
That
about it.
because Iranians are not well known, the Iranian contemporary art are not known to the Western world. You know, when you think of the Persian carpet, you think of the beautiful miniature. We always see that. This is the first time that I am exposed to the Iranian contemporary art, and I'm proud of them.
Well, would this art be exhibited in Iran today?
You know, that's an excellent question, but I'm sure all these have been released through the government.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
These are Iranian artists living in Iran?
Absolutely.
Oh, I thought they were Iranian artists living here.
No, you see, that's what I mean. There is so much misconception. These were all Iranian artists because they cannot get visa to come to US. The visa situation is very, very hard for the Iranian. So they live in Iran, and person Homa who brought this Iranian painting together is to show you and me that hey, Iranian artists are great, just like any other culture.
So what that's telling me, maybe I'm surmising it incorrectly, it's telling me this is going through the Iranian political filter. They have decided what they want to go out, and this is not necessarily a cross-section of Iranian art.
It could be, and it could not be. You know what? You might have a point. You might have a point. Honestly, I look at the Iranian painting in a positive way.
Oh, I'm not saying in a positive way, but I'm saying that this may not be the cross-section.
Yes, you could be right.
This may be what the Iranian government, the religious leaders want us to see as to how liberal they are.
Maybe. You could have a good point. But what do you take after all this, seeing all this?
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting.
Have you ever been exposed to the Iranian culture or
I have Iranian friends, oh sure.
And what do you think of the? What do you think we could do to improve our understanding between Iran and America?
Are you involved and associated with the Iranian government?
No. I'm an ordinary Iranian that I love to preserve my Iranian culture.
I see. You live here in LA?
Yes, I live in Laguna Hills.
In where?
Laguna Hills, and my wife is an American.
I see.
And I love her.
So your question is, what do I think about Iran?
Iranian people in general.
I think that unfortunately they're struggling today. Those that are following the government, those that are opposed to the government, everybody's struggling here today. It's a difficult life. Personally, I hope it changes. I hope life becomes better, and the way life could become better there is if the oppressive religious doctrine that's being pushed down on them is at least relieved to a great degree. I think that has to happen. There has to be more openness, more transparency. That doesn't take place in that government today.
Okay.
But I'm not a politician, so...
no, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to your opinion. Absolutely. Thank you.
And you're taking pictures?
Yes. Would you like me to take a picture of you with this picture? Thank you. So, here... Can you hear both of us? So
you want it in this angle or what?
I want to see that behind you.
That angle
Can you
behind
see
us.
that? Fine.
Maybe a little bit back here. Yeah. So here tonight, here I am with Jimmy Delshad, Mayor of Beverly Hills. Right.
Right.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Is to be so as an Iranian, I'm so proud of you being a mayor of the Iranian mayor of Beverly Hills.
Thank you.
So, Jimmy, tell us what message معذرت میخوام sorry وقتی سوال ازتون میکنم به انگلیسی say that the question is what could we do to improve? What could we do to bring these two cultures together?
right.
So you say that what we could do to bring these two cultures is blah blah blah. As a mayor of Beverly Hills, what have you done? Or what do you think of this art gallery? Then we focus on this, and then we go back a little bit towards.
Okay, fine. In English, right?
Yeah, in
Or-
English.
fine,
Right.
no problem.
So, Mr. Mayor, could you please tell us what do you think of the Iranian contemporary art, and what are you doing here tonight?
Well, I am very, very grateful that I was invited to come tonight because this is the part of Iran that we haven't seen and a lot of people don't see. What a beautiful paintings and what's art, contemporary art that we should be all very proud of our artists in Iran. And I'm so happy that I'm here because that's how we can create bridges among many, many different nations between America and Iran and other places. When their art goes out and they see that they are regular human beings with the same passion that Americans have about art, about music. So I'm very, very passionate about getting Iranian arts introduced in America.
Wonderful. Jimmy, وقتی که سوال میکنم دوباره then what I would say that جواب همونطور که سوال میکنم جواب. For instance, what do you think, what are you hoping that these people could take out of this exhibition, this contemporary art? What I am hoping people take out is blah blah blah, whatever it is in your heart. So what do you why Iranian contemporary art? What do you wish as a mayor of Beverly Hills Iranian people like you could do to make a better understanding between these two cultures?
What I'm hoping that the people here would get out of coming here is to be able to see that Iranian people, Persian people, are just the way they are with American people. We are all the same. We are all created with this image of God in us. And that an artist can explain that in much easier way than in politics or in other things. So I'm hoping to say that when they see this one, they say, look how beautiful people are in Iran. Look what talent is in Iran. And we have to give them an opportunity to express themselves, not only in poetry, but in art, in music. So I'm very grateful. And whatever I can do in my way, I have always gone to every organization that promotes art and Iranian art, whether it's music, whether it's painting, or whether it's any type of art. I'm always in forefront saying that artists need recognition and artists are expression of what's going on in life. And some of this painting really expresses what the artist is feeling in Iran. And they have some hopes in it. There are some that show certain destruction coming through, and there are some that show, a better future and a life to come. So it's a wonderful occasion to be here.
Fantastic. And as a mayor of Beverly Hills, what are you? Tell us a little bit about your personal success. You've been very successful.
Thank you very much. I'm very blessed that I was elected to the Beverly Hills City Council and to the mayorship twice now. So now I'm my second term as the mayor of Beverly Hills, and that shows that people have already not only accepted me, they welcome me, and they want me to be running for more offices because they have seen what the Persians can do in Beverly Hills. I have elevated the city of Beverly Hills in its brand name to something we call smart city. Smart city, that means we do things smartly. So it was up to me to bring that idea. Now Beverly Hills, if you look at my business card, on my card, it says smart city. Smart city. That means Beverly Hills is now known as a smart city, so we do things very smartly, from technology to art. We have to do something that's not audible, it's audible to them.
Well, as an Iranian, I congratulate you.
Thank you.
It's great to see people like you who hold on to their Iranian heritage and they don't forget their legacy. That's so beautiful.
Absolutely. I'm very proud to be Shirazi. I'm very proud to be Iranian in America. Everywhere I go, I really value the thousands of years of what we have and what Persians have given to the world in art, plus culture, plus everything else. So there is nothing to be ashamed of. I'm very proud of being Iranian American.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
آقای دلشاد میتونم
No, he's still here. He went that way.
Not as beautiful as you are. I see you. Good look. Fantastic. I see you on Facebook all the time. Fantastic. Good, good. Picture you back. One, two. Don't move. Look at me, look at me. Thank you. Okay, that's, and hold on. Are we ready? Okay, sir. Can you, what is your name? And you look at me, and when I ask you a question, you repeat the question.
Okay.
Okay. So, hello, my name is John Golestan, Jahangir Golestan.
Well, John, my name is Sheldon Abrams.
What is it?
Sheldon Abrams.
Sheldon Abrams. Beautiful names. What does it mean, Abrams?
Actually, the Abrams came from my great-great-grandfather from Lithuania, whose name was Abraham Sospanovich. When they came over to this country, they changed it from Abraham, they made it Abrams in honor of my great-great-grandfather.
Fantastic. Like Jahangir converted to John. Could you please tell me, you are here at the Iranian Contemporary Art, and what are you learning, if any, of the, what message do you take out of this?
Creativity. Different from other things I've seen. It's contemporary, but in a different way. Yes, I enjoy it very much.
You enjoy it. Are you very much familiar with the Iranian art?
No.
No, so this is the first time you're in the Iranian contemporary art?
Yes. I appreciate it, but I'm sorry, my ride is leaving, I have to go.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yes.
Gorgeous face.
Yes, very nice, beautiful. So what do you think of the Iranian contemporary art?
Oh, it's wonderful. The two sides of my brain is working. One side is my emotion, my sentiment, that I miss my country. The other side is the technique, and I'm missing those artists that I cannot see them, and I'm missing them.
What do you miss mostly about your Iranian culture? No, what are you missing mostly about the Iranian culture?
Because of I'm a painter.
No, no. نه بگو وقتی که سوال میکنم لطفا بگو که what I'm missing about Iranian culture سوال رو تکرار بکنید.
No, I'm missing, because I'm a painter.
So say that.
I'm missing the art. The art. Because I'm a painter myself, I'm a painter. So I'm missing the art. Mostly.
How long have you been away from home?
29 years.
29 years. Good. And what do you like mostly about American culture?
Everything.
Good, good. Thank you. Okay. Now let's put her there. Yeah, Vita, let's go there. No, I just. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I captured her because of covering her face and everything. I like it. So Bita, whatever. No, in English. So whatever I ask you, you repeat the question. So what are you doing here? I'm, just for because they're cutting me off.
Okay.
So Bita, can you?
Right?
Huh? And you look at me, right? So, can you introduce yourself first? Talk loud.
My name is Bita Milanian, and I'm a publicist, consultant in the areas of arts and entertainment as it relates to Iranian artists within the U.S. and outside of the U.S. And I've had the pleasure of helping the curator of this show, Echoes in Blue, Ms. Tara G, with the publicity work, try to raise awareness about this wonderful exhibition that's taking place here today.
Why are you promoting Iranian contemporary art?
I promote art in general as it relates to Iran. I am a child of a revolution, if you want to call it that. I left Iran when I was very young, and but I never left my heart there. So it's something that I'm connected to. And as I grew older and as I became a professional in the areas of marketing and promotion and advertising, I realized that in a technology sector, I realized the way I can give back to my community and my heritage is by getting involved in the arts, because that's where there's no boundaries there and there's no politics there. It's really just what people feel and what their passion is all about. And that's how I can, in a positive form, hopefully be able to reconnect myself and the community that I'm living in today with where I come from. So I try to promote art that's out of the box, that has a positive message in general, whether it's in form of a contemporary art painting, or whether it's music, whether it's an installation of some sort of art or dance or film or what have you.
What do you like? And then repeat the question. Huh? What do you hope that American viewers or non-Iranian viewers take out of this exhibition?
What I like non-Iranian viewers and Iranian viewers who may have not been really connected to their country for quite a few years to really reconnect with who Iran is and what Iran is all about, outside of the politics, outside of what we may hear or see on the news or read about it in print. To really reconnect with the people of Iran. People of Iran have so many stories and so many things to say and to share with us. So I really hope that when people walk away from this specific exhibition that really has a diverse group of artists, each of them from a different view of life, different age group, really having a commonality, and that is really their passion for arts and who they are. I mean, each of these pieces really represent each of those individuals as one person, yet they're all connected because they all live in that country, live and experience what's been happening there, and yet they're able to express themselves the way they are through these paintings. So I'm hoping that everybody really gets to dissect and kind of like dive into these pieces and really try to understand who these individual artists are and what they represent through their art as far as an Iranian is concerned.
And who's your favorite Iranian artist?
My favorite Iranian artist is very difficult for me to say because there's so many of them and I don't want to be discriminatory.
Who is your favorite Iranian filmmaker?
My favorite Iranian filmmaker today is Bahman Qobani.
Okay. And what do you like most about American culture?
What I like most about American culture is that it allows individuals to prosper. There is no limit for you to really reach your dreams and state yourself for who you are and who you want to become. It really has no boundaries, and that's what I like about the American culture, because it has allowed me to be who I am today and hopefully allow me to prosper and be even better individual for society tomorrow.
And what is your favorite Persian word or Farsi word? What is it? لغت فارسی چیه? What is it?
My favorite Persian word is ishq.
Ishq. Wonderful. Thanks, Vital. Merci. Thank you.
All right, now I have to give you a drink.
You need her to work on your film.
So, خانم زیبا شیرازی, Mrs. Ziba Shirazi?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit briefly about yourself. Who are you and...
Well, I'm singer-songwriter and lately storytelling. And I take the story of Iranian immigrants and I mix it with song and I perform it on the stage. So this is a new thing I'm doing.
Okay, that's beautiful. Can you please tell me, Ziba, what do you think of the Iranian contemporary art? And what do you hope non-Iranian take up tonight by coming here? So then, وقتی جواب میدین, what I hope non-Iranian سوال repeat بکنی که اون شنونده ها بشه, چون سوال منو قطع میکنن.
Okay. What I hope non-Iranian would take from this tonight is that who we are, not who the media wants us to be, not who the media project from Iranian people. This is Iran. This is Iranian art. This is Iranian youth, and this is Iranian generation that is doing. And I think Iranians are doing great. And if we want to project them with good intention in heart, I think this is how we can put people together peacefully. And I think art is the best way to put people closer and closer to one another.
If you had to summarize, I don't know how many years you've been here, it doesn't matter, maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, how could we improve our relationship with one another, with the Western world?
I think at least that's what I did.
No, what we could do improve, again دوباره سوال تکرار بکنید لطفاً.
What we could do to improve our relationship with Western world is that to take the best from our own culture and mix it with the best with Western culture and see people as human beings. I think it's time that we see one another as human more than seeing one another as Iranian, as American, Arab. Let's just see one another as human beings. And I think we can do that only with art, with music, with dance, any kind of thing, with theater, with painting. That's how we can put people together. That we all can enjoy from certain thing as a human. Doesn't matter if we speak the same language or not.
What do you like most about American culture?
What I like most about American culture is how they welcome all the immigrants, how they welcomed us. That me as an Iranian think that this is my home. And I love that about American culture. I think American culture has been very open to people, accepting them very warmly.
And what do you like most about Iranian culture? So what I like most about Iranian culture?
What I like most about Iranian culture, perhaps it's what I think Iranians always want to be at their best wherever they go. So they put their best. They educate themselves, they mix with the culture, they work hard, and they become, I think in every country, Iranians are the best citizens of that country and brought the most education, money-wise, less in social security, less in taking from the country rather than giving. They're giving to the country. I think that's the best that we have from Iranian culture.
Fantastic. مرسی.
Very nice talking to you.
بیزنس کارتون لطفاً به من بدین. من یه دونه بیزنس کارت البته مال چیزامو ندارم همراهم. مال فیلممو. ولی این آخرین کاردیه بعد بیشتر می‌بردم. ولی دوستان با شما در تماس باشم. دنیا ممنون. مرسی. ماما خانم شبت خوش عزیزم. قربان شما. من چیز میکنم بد. اینجا.